We was challenged on the internet to do a Dylan song tonight. I don't have my harps out, so we're not going to have that part of it, but it's kind of like Dylan. He does this all the time to you. He's got a harp intro and a harp exit, and you stand there and play 84 verses with a harmonica neck rack on your chest. You only get to play it twice. So I'm just going to blow that part off tonight. Early one morning the sun was rising and I was laying in bed, wondering if she had changed at all, if her hair was still red. Some folks said our life together sure was gonna be rough. They never did like Mama's homemade dress, Papa's bank book wasn't big enough. And I'm standing here on the side of the road, rain pouring off of my shoes, heading out for the East Coast. Lord knows I paid some dues getting through. Tangled up in blue. She was married when we first met, soon to be divorced. Helped her out of a jam, I guess, but I used a little too much force. We drove that car as far as we could and abandoned it out west. Split up on a sad dark night, both agreeing it was best. And she turned around and looked at me as I was walking away. I heard her say over my shoulder, we'll meet again someday on the avenue. Tangled up in blue. I got a job in the great Northwest, working as a cook for a spell, but I never did like it all that much, and one day the axe just fell. So I drifted down to New Orleans where I was to be employed, working for a while on a fishing boat just outside of Delacroix. And all the time that I was alone, the past was close behind. I seen a lot of women, but I never escaped my mind, and I just grew tangled up in blue. She was working in a topless place, stopped in for a while. Just kept staring at the side of her face in the spotlight so bright. Later on, when the crowd thinned out, I was just about to do the same. Standing there in the back of my chair, said, Timmy, don't I know your name? I muttered something underneath my breath. She studied the lines on my face. I must admit I felt a little uneasy when she bent down to tie the laces on my shoes. Tangled up in blue. She lit a burner on the stove and offered me a pipe. Thought you'd never say hello, she said, you look like the silent type. Then she handed me a book of poems written by an Italian poet from the 13th century. And every one of those words rang true and burned like a glowing coal, pouring off of every page like it was written in my soul from me to you. Tangled up in blue. I lived with them on Montague Street in the basement down the stairs. There was music in the cafes at night, a revolution in the air. Then he started into dealing with slaves, and something inside of him died. And she had to sell everything she owned, and she froze up inside. And all the time that the bottom fell out, I became withdrawn. Only thing I knew how to do was to keep on keeping on like a bird that flew. Tangled up in blue. Now I'm going back again, I got to get to her somehow. All those people we both knew, they're an illusion to me now. Some are mathematicians and some are carpenters' wives. I don't know how it all got started or what they're doing with their lives. Me, I'm on the road again, heading for another joint. We always did see things the same, we just saw it from a different point of view.